Chris Reeves, and my question is, knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to incoming ME students? Oh, that's a really good question for me. I actually been in school since 2004. Started off in pre-med. I did pre-med for, I think, 3 semesters, and I switched to engineering. My parents wanted me to be a doctor. I did good out of high school, so I just went into pre-med because I guess that's what smart people did. So I switched over to engineering because I was good in math, and that was basically the only reason why I switched over to engineering. So if I had any advice for the incoming ME student, I guess the biggest advice, I failed fluids, so I would be really big on watch a lot of study classes. I mean, try a little harder than what you would, don't just get by through the fluids. Thermo, I remember my first test in thermo, I had gunky. I made 18 on my first test. And I remember I didn't even know how to read the tables. That's pretty bad. So the biggest thing, I guess, when you get into engineering classes, doing homework, I mean, I always just got by. In high school, I never studied. Came out third in my class in high school, never studied once. Pre-med, I had like a 3-2. Studied the night before. We drank a lot of coffee, we just crammed. Obviously, we all know in engineering you can't cram. So the biggest thing is knowing how to study, not cramming, and actually learning the material. And I'm actually doing a co-op right now, and it would help. We all had ramen for materials, and it would help a lot more if you actually understood it going into your job. So if I had any advice for an incoming ME student, it would be just to learn the material and not just try to get by. Any questions?
Are you advising them in a positive way, or would you be like warning them?
It'd be both. It would be warning. Just don't wait till the last second to study. Obviously, you can't learn engineering overnight. But I would be trying to help them. Because you actually, when you leave engineering, I think you'd be better off in the work field if you actually knew the material you studied and you just didn't get by. So it'd be a little rough.
Would you advise them to back out of the program if they were going to get in it just because they were good at math, and instead advise them to get in it only if it's because they really wanted to do it, because it's so much work?
I would never advise nobody to back out of anything. I mean, it kind of worked out for me. I mean, I didn't finish yet, but I have like 5 classes left, and I had no intent. I never thought about engineering the day of my life before the day that the council told me I should switch to it, because I was good at math. So I guess I can toss it.
Do you think anybody actually goes into mechanical engineering because they want to be a mechanical engineer?
I'm not sure. I think a lot of people go into it because maybe their parent is an engineer, mom or dad. You know, my parents, my dad went to college for 2 years, my mom's a librarian. So I guess no, but I don't know. I never wanted to be an engineer, so I really couldn't answer that.